Hello, my name is Rudy and I am doing a paper for a class from City College, and today's date is March 6, 2019. The instructor is Tim Bowman, and the name of my paper is The New Green Deal that Ocasio had started, and I would like to answer or examine this New Green Deal proposal. This makes sure that passive, what Ocasio wants us to do is to make a lot of changes to the environment of the New Green Deal to reduce the carbon in the atmosphere. And I'm going to examine if automobiles and other fossil fuels are the cause of the climate change. And the reason why I'm doing that is, why would you want to even make measures to say stop driving your cars, more public transportation, go to solar power, if no one really knows what the cause is on the global warming issue. Now, the people in Congress do believe that carbon being released in the atmosphere is a problem with our globe that we're on here. But I could say that many people don't think that the carbon emissions are the problem. So I'm going to refer to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as AOC, and for the remainder of this report that I'm making. And she was recently elected to the House of Representatives in one of the districts in New York. And when I was in the 5th grade, my school teacher was telling the class how bad how we was going to run out of oil, and we'd soon be running out of oil, and we're going to, all have to go back to the 1800s. And at that time, I was, I think, around the 5th grade. My parents, I went home to my parents, and they told me, I told them about how we're going to run out of oil and we're all going to be in trouble in just a short period of time. And my parents laughed at me and said, "Nah, we have enough oil for hundreds of years to come." Well, it turns out that we still have plenty of oil, and it's like, 50 years down the road, and we're discovering new oil reserves right now. Although there was another problem that we that wasn't mentioned to me during that time as a result of oil use and other fossil fuels. We have pollution problems as a result of it. Today, the government is using the same scare tactics today. Now, our new person in Congress, she is making some really crazy things about scaring the people of our country, that if we don't really stop using fossil fuels, that we're going to all be dead in 12 years. And I do have a video here that where she is saying that. I'll play a short part of it. This is the very first video I ever made, and there are some copyright issues that could be a problem with this, but I do realize that a lot of people who do make show these videos show short pieces of it.
12 years if we don't address climate change. And your biggest issue, the world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change. And your biggest issue is...
I'll play it again so you can hear it.
And we're like, the world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change. And your biggest issue is... Your biggest issue is, how are we going to pay for it? And like, this is the war.
Okay, I really don't believe that AOC thinks that the world is going to end in 12 years. I believe that she's throwing a lot of things out there, outrageous things about the new proposal of the Green Deal, and she's going to throw things out there and see what sticks. Most politicians agree that global warming is a reality. The problem is that many scientists, probably as many scientists, support the reason carbon entering the atmosphere and the greenhouse gas causing greenhouse gases are a problem with global warming. Some say that global warming is a issue of a natural issue of the earth, and other scientists say that carbon release is not the reason for global warming, or the carbon release has very little effect on the environment. So I'm here to examine people who are against or don't believe in the reason for global warming, rather than the people who do, because the way the internet works today, and people tend to publish only things that they agree with. So, like I said, the main reason why our government believes that our Earth is getting warmer is because carbon emissions are being released into the Earth. And I'm going to show you a quick video on how today's private networks like Facebook and YouTube and things like that only allow you to see things that they want you to see you. And it's perfectly legal to do that. They're private places. But here I'm to tell anyone who may be watching this video, it might be more than one person, that how companies are able to censor information in what they want you to what they want you to hear.
Why are you doing that?
Pardon?
Why are you doing that?
Oh, I'm a volunteer with the League of National Standards, and all our volunteers have pre-read and pre-screened most of the titles in here, and we're trying to take out passages that we think might be offensive to you and your neighbors. It's like a public convenience.
I don't want to book this cut up. I want the whole book.
Yeah, but these are passages we don't think you'll like. I mean, it's
Why should you concern yourself what I don't like?
well, we're trying to, raise the standards of the.
I don't want the standard raised. I want to read the book as the author wrote it.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, we're taking out offensive passages.
No, I did not.
That might.
I just paid for that.
Yeah, but our group is a volunteer group for the public good.
I don't want you to
Yeah.
do that.
No, we're trying to
Take it off my bill. Give me my money back.
You don't want us to.
No.
But this book is very
That's for
bad.
me to decide. I'll get
Are
another.
you sure?
Yes.
You want this is offensive material, and it's.
Well, you're.
So there you go. This was done in the 80s on a show called Candid Camera, and after this video I will put all my resources of where I got my information from and documentation. There are many issues other than carbon entering the atmosphere and greenhouse gases. Basically what happens is when the sun's rays comes through the atmosphere, there are particles in the air, gases or chemicals, and these chemicals store the energy from the sun. And it basically changes the wavelength of the sun's rays, and it blocks in the heat around the earth. Basically a greenhouse, when a greenhouse is closed up, encased in glass, there are plants that are releasing a lot of carbon dioxide, or I'm sorry, oxygen into the air, and when the sun's rays goes through the glass of a greenhouse, the wavelength gets longer, So the wavelength has trouble of passing through the glass again. It's a physics issue. So we are not limited to just the Earth in factoring the global warming issue. There are many things that are interrelated. Basically, the sun is a big one. The sun is a very volatile star, and we also have our solar system. The moon pulls on the Earth. There's gravitational obstructions. There are cycles that the Earth is changing on its axis, and it's tilting on more of an angle a little bit more. We have magnetic flux lines on the Earth that help protect the Earth from certain of the sun's rays. And a long time ago, in the 1800s, there was a scientist who had came up with their global idea of carbon. People burning fires in their outside or in their stoves was adding carbon to the atmosphere and raising the temperature of the Earth. And this has started in the 1800s, like I said, and so it's really nothing all that new. There's the GPUSA, which is an environmental organization that the world gets together and talks about. And recently, Donald Trump opted to get out of this global warming consortium because the other people are not going along with the United States and lowering their carbon output into the atmosphere. And the interesting thing is a very important factor that if the United States goes carbon-free, completely carbon-free, of releasing gases into the atmosphere, that would really not help much. And the reason why is that the United States is not the biggest contributor to carbon released in the atmosphere. And I have a picture somewhere over here I can show you. And here is a picture of, and I have another one here. I'll show you this one first. As you can see here, in 2014, it's just the latest one that I could get. The global emissions in fossil fuel combustion and some industrial processes the people are contributing to the carbon release in the atmosphere. China is by far the highest contributor of so-called pollution here, and that's 30% of the world's carbon. United States is like 15% of the world's carbon. The European Union is 9%, and then there's other countries in here that are not putting too much carbon in the atmosphere. The interesting thing is the Russian Federation is only putting in 5%. So they're the best environmental people for the size country on the earth. Over here is there's more types of there's different types of chemicals being released in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide, of course, is the most, and there's also carbon dioxide released by forestry and other land use, and methane is an issue, and nitrous oxide is an issue. And F-gases is only 2%, which is F-gases are basically like refrigerants. These are chemicals that boil at real low temperatures, like minus 30 degrees or something like somewhere in that area. And there was a big scare about in the past about these chemicals are being put into air conditioning systems. And they keep changing the formulas for refrigerants because releasing them in the atmosphere is destroying the ozone layer and adding to the greenhouse gas situation. The biggest scare of global warming started in 1957, and the person whose name was Dr. Revelle. And this Dr. Revelle published a paper about global warming, carbon being released into the atmosphere, causing the global to warm. And Al Gore was a student of Dr. Revelle, and he did get a D in a class, and it was the only science class that he ever took in college. And Dr. Revelle, after publishing his paper, Al Gore got on the bandwagon and even did a movie, and they voted themselves an award for this movie on global warming. And even Al Gore admits that he is not a scientist. He doesn't understand the full implications of the global warming situation. And Congress, as a consensus, voted that it was a critical problem with the world about the global warming situation. So they made a political issue about it with very little science involved in their findings. And I might add here that later on, Revelle published a paper in the 60s and said that his findings on the carbon being released in the atmosphere and global warming was not that accurate, and that the globe and the people around the world should not be all that concerned about his paper. And he said that there were problems with his paper, and they wrote a letter to Congress saying that this should not be a scare with the people about the global warming. And at the time, Al Gore and his colleagues had said that Revelle was senile at the time, and he didn't know what he was talking about. There is a video on Coleman. And Coleman was the person who had started the Weather Channel, and he talks about Revelle's reports. And Coleman had said that science is not a consensus. Science is based upon fact. And the whole issue about the global warming seems to be a political issue, not based upon real good science. And I might add, if our country, the United States, goes carbon free in the next 12 years, we're not the biggest polluters. What about China? What about the European Union? So if anything would have to be able to work on getting our carbon level down, would have to be a worldwide effort. And this is why Trump had bailed out of the world global people who wanted to reduce carbon emissions, because the United States was the only country to reduce their emissions, and the other countries continue to produce high carbon gases into the atmosphere. Our Mark Levin show. Mark Levin is a independent commutator, and he is an attorney, and he had worked for the Justice Department, and he had interviewed a Dr. Patrick Michaels on a warming issue. He states that there are 32 computer models that they use to predict global warming levels around the world, and there are various places where they monitor temperature. Upon these 32 models, what they do is when they make these models is they put in mathematical formulas, and these mathematical formulas are used to predict how much global warming we're to get or have in the future. And based upon these 32 mathematical models, if you look back when they first started using these models, and the amount of global warming we have today are way too aggressive. And like any data that you may have, or graphs or things, parameters, these parameters, mathematical calculations can be altered and changed to pretty much make them whatever you want. Dr. Patrick Michaels also states that Russia has a mathematical model for global warming that has been shown in time to be more accurate than the ones that the United States is using. But they refuse to use Russia's models. And all of these websites that I've been on, I'll give to you at the bottom of this presentation. There are what is his name? Neil Tyson, Dr. Degrassi Neil Tyson. He's a very interesting thing. Now here's a person that, regardless of government or any private entity or personal entity, that this person is a well-respected astrophysicist and is a scientist. And here is a person who really is looking at the global warming issue, for its accuracy. And I'm going to try to find this where he is at.
And the press, which I
give
count
me
you
a
as
second
part
here.
of, the press will sometimes.
This is my first try at it. Let me move this over to the other screen. Just bear with me, folks. This is the first video I've ever made, and I can see a lot of problems with the camera that I have now. Things I would like to see better. Okay. I'm going to show you the first minute of it because I have to learn more about the copyright laws and what I'm allowed to show. I don't think he would personally mind. Neil deGrasse was a follower of Carl Sagan, which was a person who did documentaries on the universe and that.
So Neil, you're not a climate scientist, but you're a very distinguished scientist and astrophysicist. What do you think about when people say, look, this is not settled science, there are still questions? I sometimes think to myself, look, there are a lot of questions still about Einstein's theories that led to nuclear fission, but we still know that nuclear power plants do operate and they do provide electricity. And
So what's happening here is there are people who have cultural, political, religious, economic philosophies that they then invoke when they want to cherry pick one scientific result or another. You can find a scientific paper that says practically anything. And the press, which I count you as part of, the press will sometimes find a single paper and say, oh, here's a new truth. If this study holds it, but an emergent scientific truth, for it to become an objective truth, a truth that is true whether or not you believe in it, it requires more than one scientific paper. It requires a whole system of people's research, all leaning in the same direction, all pointing to the same consequences. That's what we have with climate change as induced by human conduct. This is a known correspondence. If you want to find the 3% of the papers or the 1% of the papers that conflicted with this and build policy on that, that is simply irresponsible. And what?
Okay, that's pretty much self-explanatory. I feel that our political system is Yet I have looked up various bills and things about the global change or global warming, whatever you want to call it today. And none of these bills ever contain anything scientific in them. And I thought that was very interesting. Okay, a little bit about, I have looked up the resolution that Ocasio had recently published. And I copied various websites to do this report. And the most interesting thing is that as early as March 4th, I tried to look up the resolution written, and it's actually not Ocasio who wrote the resolution for the new Green Act. And she hooked up with somebody, Senator Mackay. I believe in, he's a senator of one of those cold climates anyway, a ugly old white man, and he's been working on the resolution of writing up, hopefully they can they want to turn it into a bill. And the interesting thing about Ocasio is he's pretty much against a white man, running politics and all the nasty things that white men did to our country. But she teamed up with this Mackay guy, Senator Mackay, and he's the brains behind the deal of writing up the bill for the new Green Deal. So it's kind of ironic that she has doing this. And as of March 4th, I tried to look up this document, and the document disappeared. And I have the websites here. It says here the document that I have, it says page not found. We are sorry. The page you requested cannot be found. The address may have been typed incorrectly or on a page that may have been moved during a recent redesign of our site. So I believe that they removed some of the original paperwork for the new Green Deal, and I'm sure that they are making it, correcting some things that, and taking out some of the outrageous stuff like everybody has to get rid of their car. No one's going to be able to fly on a plane anymore because the emissions into the atmosphere. We all need to stop eating meat, etc., etc. Ocasio also makes it a point how she does not collect any corporate money for her campaign. And I looked up on OpenSecrets.com, which I'll have that in the bottom of my report. She had accepted money from Apple Computer. And only just a few days ago, being around March 7th, I found out that Ocasio's chief of staff had formed a corporation, and this corporation was set up to allocate money for Ocasio to use. And I don't know much about it right now, but there was some $800 and some thousand put in a fund, and there is a group, a legal group out there that want to do an investigation and file charges on Ocasio for misappropriation of funding campaign. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Most politicians at one point in time will take funding and using of the funds, however those laws work. And so many people make fun of Ocasio, like you see in the video. She's talking about the new World War II, and Ocasio is not a politician. She is an attractive person who gets a lot of free press. And I don't think she's going anywhere. And I do believe in time that she will